uses it at the right time. We can see here from Jake's POV, the attack visor. Looks like he got pushed back a little bit here. You know, the defense matrix eating up a lot of it. Once the defense matrix wears off from Poco, there's just a lot of free targets here that Jake's able to take out.
Yeah, just to correct, it was 2 kills and a D-soup, and it's as good as Boombox gets turned into a metal pancake. Boomer just lands right on top of him there. Perhaps the positioning wasn't ideal. The rest of the Fusion was so far forward. Boombox will be brought back into the fight, but Shadowburn runs headlong into the entirety of the Outlaws here. Neptuno desperately trying to keep him topped up in health. And it might be able to isolate Moomer here, but he seems to have backed away already. The Outlaws trying to play closely around their backline and core if they can. Carpe, though, going to find Moomer. Links are already down. Shadowburn's looking for Raucus here. He respects the Omnic Monk, though. He respects what Raucus can do there. He's going to take his time again. This is Shadowburn being quite the conservative Genji.
Yeah, Boombox does have that Transcendence if they need it here. Carpe with a Pulse Bomb on a Raucus. Shadowburn will take out Font. Seconds left, it leaves them in a tough spot. Maybe you can have Carpe get behind enemy lines when he gets his Pulse Bomb, landed on the Raucus, force the Transcendence out that way. But you see Bonnie already, you know, rolling up towards Val. Carpe lands the Pulse Bomb, doesn't force the Transcendence out though.
That's so big though. You see, I think Bunny was trying to get a res on Jake, but he got knocked away. He wasn't able to bring his teammate back. Poco's playing a little bit dangerously here, but it was inside the healing of the Transcendence. He's able to resuit, get back in the fight. Neptuno to fall to a Pulse Bomb, and Carpe's found Moomer here. Again, Carpe on the wrong side of this fight. Payload gets there in the end. A lot of confusion. These fights. Wears on his face. Couple ultimates here for the Outlaws, though. Let's have a look at this. Transcendence is going to be important, but Carpe wins the battle out against Linksa pretty comfortably. This might give the Fusion a little bit of room to breathe here now with that Widowmaker off the board. It's Jake thinks about going up to try and test the high ground, but realizes he's safe for boots on the ground.
Shadowburn still holding on to the Dragon Blade, knows the Transcendence is up for the side of the Houston Outlaws. Jake very low here. Carpe is able to finish him off. The Discord comes in from Boombox. One shot from Carpe. He actually gets res. Carpe kills him again, and they're forced to use both reses here onto Jake.
Self-destruct forces are disengaged, so the tempo gets mixed up a little bit for the Outlaws. They want to press forward and use this momentum, but they've not been allowed to so far. Callback getting forward, and that's going to force the Transcendence out of Boombox, but the Fusion might use this to actually win the fight out. The healing's been pretty darn good. Lynx has found Neptuno off screen, so there's no more mercy. Fusion opt into a fight where there's a Junkrat inside close quarters. It's so dangerous, but they seem to have bounced back well enough. Carpe knocked away, wants to try and benefit from the Transcendence, so he gets up close. Coolmat and Jake, shielded by the barrier are the Philadelphia Fusion. That expires, they move forward. It's Jake to go down, and Carpe's looking for his next target, but it's only Moomer left here. The Outlaws are starting to run out, trying to push in one by one, but Bunny might be in compromising positioning here. He does use the Valkyrie to get that resurrect. Jake is back, and he found Shadowburn immediately after coming in. Pulse Bomb for Carpe. This could be huge. Going to get a little bit of extra help before he makes his way back to the payload, but he doesn't.
Coolmat getting very close to self-destruct. No support ults on either side right now. It's going to be Fraggy leaving on in.
Again, just him against the entirety of the Outlaws. Both Winstons are trying to zone the enemy backlines out, but Carpe falls again. Jake's making Poco get 3. It's a self-destruct bonanza. Huge! And the Outlaws are running out of steam. Finally, the Fusion have found the answer. But can they keep it up? They need to follow up with this momentum. It's Raucus to go down. Primal Rage Fist knocking him out. Coolmat is low. So is Moomer. Trying to stay alive and keep this one stalled out, but it won't be enough. But that's it! The Philadelphia Fusion, the debut with the Overwatch League results.
A lot of pressure on Linkser as well, playing the McCree, going up against Shadowburn and Carpe on the Genji and Tracer yet again. But they do have a very good comp Houston.
The Outlaws have got a heck of a lot of front-loaded damage, good AoE and shielding. Neptuno gets hooked immediately. They don't want to lose a Lucio this early, but they have. There's nothing he could do. Attempted a boot, but Shadowburn goes in and at least gets the one-for-one trade. Nice by the Fusion here to get so much done on this attack. Neptuno's brought back, so is Raucus.
Well, in the position that Houston is playing, Shadowburn can do so much damage just with his dash on Genji. He goes right through 2 or 3 players. Then Poco comes in with missiles.
Predictability. Whereas Linkser, you know, is always going to have one of a few spots, but it's the second time he's picked up Boombox in the last 10 seconds or so. Every time the Brit pokes his head out, it's taken clean off. And Linkser finds Carpe as well. Now this is just getting gross. He knows what the tanks are going to do. He knows he can respond now with this self-destruct. Big ultimates available for the Outlaws, and Jake's found Boombox with an early Riptire. Linkser sitting back, looking for the Tracer. Just Linkser's presence alone on the Widow. Pretty much a one fight at this level, and Raucus We definitely know him for his Sombra play. It's always been a pocket pick of his, so he takes control of this health pack, which effectively gives control of this area to the Outlaws. The Fusion can't really push in and fight when there's no health pack available to him. Raucus is now on reconnaissance. Get some information. They might just tickle the point
as Sombra, and so it's interesting. Philly doesn't really worry about Sombra on the backside of the point. They take the fight towards the front. Now they're going to work their way back to deal with Raucus.
Raucus is more than happy just to try and get away. What I find so interesting about this is that you've got a third of your entire team committed to kind of being behind enemy lines. I don't think that Bunny actually wants to necessarily be pocketing Raucus right now, but he's got no option. He's got no safe way to get out. This might be time for an EMP. He's thinking about it, and Boombox is going to be the first to fall. His shields are stripped away, and so is his health. Neptuno's second. Raucus is opened this fight up like a nice little oyster, and now they're enjoying the sweet insides. The point belongs to the Outlaws. All it takes is a good EMP, and Sombra has it all hacked up.
Just shows you what an EMP can do for a team. You talked about it, an EMP at this level of Overwatch is pretty much a one fight. Yeah, Booma here, trying to get onto Boombox, directly around the corner. Boombox gets that little health pack, just trying to get away here. Booma finishing it off. This is looking great for the Houston Outlaws. It's a Riptire. D-Mac coming out from Jake, finishes off Poco. Things are not going well for Philly here.
No, desperately they're trying to bring Shadowburn back, but the Outlaws have already posted up on this point just a little bit more, and the round will be there. As you can see, Raucus is getting really pressured by Frankie here. Of course, it's Frankie's job to get rid of the squishy targets, but there's so much support for Raucus. He's being held up by Bunny the entire time. Numbers are favouring the Outlaws right now, and so, it seems, is fate. Pressuring out, Transcendence available for Raucus if he needs it, but he's just not going to require it at this stage. They've got all the numbers on the point. Philadelphia, one by one, they can't trickle back in. Well, we've got a tied series here, a 1-1. The Outlaws have woken up. Make a strong statement here in a second. Neptuno's very close to a sound barrier here, or we're in overtime. This could be huge for the Fusion. They've had an ironclad grip on this point for the entire round, and Carpe and Poco just seem happy to keep things that way. The Outlaws, where are you? It's all about the Fusion right now. What a strong start.
D-Mech there as Diva, they get right back in the mech. Shadowburn still just with the rocket barrage here. He's done a nice job really landing these shots onto Jake, forcing him back a little bit.
He's also forcing the Mercy to stay close to Jake. That's the 1-2 punch we were looking for. And now it might be Struggle City for Raucus. He's trying to hide back around the corner, but Shadowburn's got the verticality. He wants the Mercy. You better believe he'll have it as well. Extra rockets, surplus damage. That's all Shadowburn need. 3 kills with a barrage, 4 underwards Clockwork. Now we have ourselves a game, and the Fusion, what do you say about that?
Well, it makes it Shadowburn's job easier against Jake in the sky in the Far B Far duel when Jake is playing energy. They start to do a lot of damage. So we're going to lead the way here with Fraggy on the right.
Just walking in
and get around the corner. Shadowburn playing the 7v6 is really usually here as we go towards the end, but this is where Jake can make much more.
Oh! Poco's got a button on his desk and bigger than yours. 3 kills come out there, and again, he's going to break open yet another fight with that one. Beautiful way to open this one. It may not be a game ender, but it's definitely going to put Houston straight back on the back foot. Neptuno kills both of the kills that occurred on his team. Poker with a force.
Raucus with the Transcendence for Shadowburn with the Dragon Blade. You can see here via instant replay, the self-destruct comes in. Oh,
they ran for the hills
around
too.
the corner.
They ran for the hills. They couldn't quite get to the buck. Poker's just going to pull out for now, but Shadowburn getting that kill on Coolmat. This should be the starter's pistol now for Philadelphia to go for another fight again. Shadowburn is quite the tip of the spear, and he's going to get himself 4 kills to pressure in. He's desperately looking for those tracer picks. Lynx's recall is forced. Coolmat desuited, but goes for the self-destruct. And Shadowburn wants the Dragon Blade. Who's he got? You better believe he's already found one. Coolmat to fall, looking for Jake, but he's very, very well protected behind a healthy body of the Primal Rage Winston. Shadowburn now surely with opportunity. Muma gets dashed through. Poco's there. The damage has been good for Bunny. Another res. Will it be enough?
The Shadowburn Dragon Blade there on the cool mat was sick. It'll be Shadowburn picking up some kills. The cleanup should go to Philadelphia here. Getting very close. Neptuno will use the Valkyrie, and that should be enough to put it away. Philadelphia will complete the map. There was for Houston to go back towards the spawn and help them out. But he's going one-on-one against a Junkrat, which, he probably didn't want us to see that.
Admiral for this one, hoping that Philadelphia would fight them on the point. They have the Transcendence. Oh, Lynxa! How does he find those? The flick potential is incredible.
The Dragon Blade and a Pulse Bomb.
Riptide for Jake. It's going to be a self-destruct coming in over the top. That was from Poco. No one's there to be caught by it. Jake was far enough from the epicenter of the explosion to not take full damage. But he had to be very careful. He saw Carpe, yeah. With him at less than 100 HP, he's an easy target for Carpe. Oh, we get him with a trap again, Carpe. Look at your feet, son.
And you're going to have Valkyrie come in for the Houston Outlaws. Things are falling apart for the Fusion. Be Lynxer with Deadeye, but you only need that one tick. Houston will get it. They will take map number 4, Eigenball. With this triple tank lineup, you get a ton of damage coming down right from Houston. Jake specifically playing the Junkrat, but Philly should be able to get a lot of healing build up the Valkyrie.
What?
Dude,
He already has an Earth Shatter.
How the hell does that happen? Just basically once the game's begun.
I mean, he didn't get much with it, right? It's just genuinely astounded by the fact that he manages to pull that up so quickly. Not gonna find too much. Another coldness already from Raucus. Huge impact in the fight as Moira. Spree, Carpe saw him coming, but it's not gonna matter. He's gonna head over the edge and Boink has his moment. Carpe...
Heroes never die. Damage boost engaged. Never die.
There it is, the Fusion get it done. Welcome to the Overwatch League. We're lucky to have you.
It's a big win for Philadelphia. We're not here during the pre